cameras are kind of like cars, you know. The point of cars is to get you from point A to point B, and same with the cameras, you know. The point of cameras is to either take pictures or take videos with. But there's also the user experience with these things. You know, when you get yourself a car, you know, depending on what kind of car you get yourself an electric car, or you get yourself a V12, you know, muscle car or something. There's a big difference between those two things. When you rev up the car, there's a big difference between an electric and a gas car. And same thing with the cameras. As the industry moves forward with cameras, you know, when we first had cameras, you know, they were film cameras, and then we started having mirrored digital cameras like these DSLRs cameras that have a mirror inside of them, and that's how you're able to see through the optical viewfinder from here. And then eventually when we had mirrorless cameras like this A7R3 here, we got rid of the mirror, so we just have a sensor, and on the back of the camera we have an electronic viewfinder where we can see what's going through the sensor of the camera. But the next step of the evolution of cameras is going to be cameras without any shutter on them. So normally when you take a picture with a camera, you know, the shutter goes down, and that's how you take a picture. But as the sensor technology keeps getting better and better, and especially now that we have global shutters that are coming out, which makes so that there's absolutely no rolling shutter with the camera when you take pictures with them, you know, pretty much the shutter is going to be gone from most cameras. Nikon has already started doing that with their new Nikon Z9 camera, their newest sports camera. That camera has zero shutter on it, so it's just using the electronic sensor on it. And since the sensor technology is so good nowadays that you don't even get any rolling shutter, so you don't have to worry about it. So in this video, we're going to be kind of giving a tribute to the shutter sounds of different cameras. So we're going to be going through all the cameras I own. I own a good amount of cameras, so we're going to be going through, you know, full frame Sony cameras, Micro Four Thirds cameras, and this camera right here, which is the Canon 1D Mark II, which is my favorite camera to like hold in a hand, and like the sound it makes is just like, it's so good. Like I remember bringing this camera to a photography studio one day, and we had a bunch of photographers there, and everyone was just like passing around the camera, and like everyone just fell in love with, you know, how it feels in the hand and how it sounds. And again, it's kind of similar to what's happening with cars. You know, now we have like cars like the Tesla cars that have the, you know, zero engine in them. It's just an electric car that goes super fast. But even though it's really fast, it's also like completely silent. So it kind of removes that like animalistic, you know, mechanical feel of the car. So, and because of that, the car actually has an option to, you know, play like engine sounds through the speakers, which is what's also happening with cameras, where we're removing the shutter from the camera, but people still want that, you know, that sound, both because, you know, it just feels good to hear that sound, but also, you know, it also like confirms that, you know, you're taking a picture, because when you shoot silently with cameras, you know, it's completely silent, so you don't even know if you took a picture or not. So in this video, we're just gonna go over a bunch of these cameras, and you guys tell me which one of the cameras shutter sounds that you like the best. So let's get into it. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked it. I make videos every single week, so make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like, you know, talking about cameras. This is what this channel is mostly about. I'm just gonna be talking about cameras or camera gear stuff that I'm interested in. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.